know what it is. Ursal pods. Oh. And yeah, nothing in the drawer. And we will do its fabrics intensive. Go. Happy days. That's not bad. A bit closer. And we'll do wide instead. If we go from here. Hello. Yeah, I'm aware about the sensitivity, and I do know that they can get a bit more playful, should we say, the more time goes on. But I can live with this sensitivity because it at least tries still, rather than just doesn't spin anything, because it wants to stay balanced. I don't know. It's just something I can tolerate compared to other machines. But yeah, thanks for letting me know anyway. So far, it's just finished the wet sensing. Um, so now it's moving on to jets whilst heating. I'm washing sheets, a double set of coloured sheets with a towel. They're not overly dirty, to be fair. I just thought that they could do with being done, and I thought I would live stream it. So then you can sort of see this live in action. A proper full cycle, raw footage, unedited, start till finish. So it's 60 degrees, 1400 with intensive, so that makes the wash longer and adds an extra rinse, and I think adds an extra step in the main wash in terms of wash action. So without intensive on, it would at the moment take just under 1.5 hours. So I'm not complaining there at all. Hopefully the quality's good as well. I will check, but it seems alright from my end. And the camera angle, because I did have it further back from where the WMA is. But yeah, this should be fine. Yeah, as you can see in the corner there is the WT, and next to the LG is the WMB, but I haven't used that since it was in its other position. This has been my daily driver for the moment, and it will be. I want to try out different cycles and see what it does. And I'm just loving how quiet it is and everything, so I don't know, the other ones are basically there if I need them. The hot points will get use, obviously, but they're having a rest at the moment, so I'll change them out eventually. The plan is, though, this algae is going to be staying in this very spot until I move out of this house, pretty much, or unless it goes into the kitchen and replaces bush and then a different machine goes in its place. That is the only thing that might happen, because if I want to change machines out, I will change it where the WMB is, because obviously the WMB is sat where the plumbing is, so it would have made sense to put this here next to it, so I don't have to move it at all. But yeah, I'm loving the 10 kg drum, and I'm loving the jets and all the different wash actions. And about the sensitivity, like I said, I don't mind it on this machine, and I'd see how long it lasts like this, because it is so fucking quiet. Like, to the point where you could have your baby asleep in the same room, and because it's white noise, it would fall asleep like that and wouldn't wake up again. I love it. Don't get me wrong, I still love my Bosch. Like, I'm not hating on Bosch or any other brands. I mean, we know that a lot of brands in today's market have gone downhill. But guys, take from my word and other people recommending it, or when they recommend it, I can promise you, they are not lying. I was skeptical on the paddles at first, but as you can see, it's absolutely fine. And I was skeptical on not having a quick wash option, but as you can see, that's also fine, because you've got turbo wash, and if you really need, you've got speed 14. Yeah, because turbo wash goes up to 60 as well, and allows full spin. And I did a 95 in this the other day. Um, and I was able to do that in just over 2 hours, which is extremely good. Tub clean on this is really good. That's another reason why I really like Bosch and LG compared to other brands. Like, their tub clean just gets on with it. Because what do you mean, like, other companies need to have a 2 hour one when you can see that these two, and even Hotpoint's Auto Clean actually, the three of them, they clean the machine really well in just over an hour. So, anyway, stop babbling on. I'll catch up on the chat and then I'll leave you guys in peace for an hour or so. I might need to come back at check my battery. We're at 70% at the moment, so it should be fine. Anyway, exactly the same as my one, but mine didn't come with the sticker on the left. Ah, okay. So yours will be one of the older ones then, I presume. Um, Turbo Wash 39 is just Turbo Wash, or Cotton's Turbo, but it will be the same cycle. To be fair, I don't keep up with a lot of people on here as much as I did anymore, so I didn't really know that you had one, I'll be honest. It's awesome. Thank you very much. I am liking it so far. Well, loving it. Um, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Bosch would still clean really well. And for like a, for example, 24-year-old machine, Hotpoint's power streaming, that's good as well. But for a modern machine, this is up to par, definitely. There's no doubt about that. And I mean, look at the programs you've got. You've still got a good selection. Um, and there's no cold wash bullshit, which I like. Same with Bosch as well. Like, what do you mean we need a cold wash or 20-degree wash on the thing? That's pretty much what Eco is now. So, yeah. Delicate is a brilliant cycle. It does all the spins and it's not too long. Oh, yeah, well, I haven't used the Delicates yet. The only programs I've used on that side of the dial is Turbo Wash 60. I haven't used it at 40 yet. And the initial test before the installers from Curry's moved it all back and everything was done on speed 14, and then when they left I put it on Tub Clean, which you'd have seen. Can I use your videos for summer sugs or parody, please? No, if that's okay, I do not want any of my videos used. Hello, hello. Mine is labelled Turbo Wash 39 too. Ah, cool, okay. Yeah, to be fair, that's another reason why I went for this. I was tempted, really tempted actually, on going with a VX50. Um, but when I saw that a lot of these models were being discounted, not for like because they're getting discontinued, just because like LG were running a sale, so you know how brands do it, just so you buy them and get money off, you know, a big thing like that. Um, well, yeah, for £400 with all this extra stuff you're getting with the wash action and the jets and the 10 kg drum. To be honest, right, it probably doesn't look that big, but I kid you not, last night I managed to get 3 blankets in, and when I took a photo midway, sorry, through the main wash, you wouldn't think I had you wouldn't think, sorry, that there was 3 blankets in there, so that's good. Yeah, I'm very pleased with the money I spent on it. Obviously, it cost me a bit more because of the care plan, getting it delivered when I did, rather than just waiting for free delivery, which has taken like over a week, and installation because it was only an extra £5 on top of what I was paying. No complaints whatsoever. I got 5 years peace of mind, 3 years from Curry's with an extra 2 years on top from LG, because obviously 5 year guarantee. Um, but with Curry's as well, yeah, it's fine. Because the guy was saying to me, if I really wanted to, I could get someone out every 6 months to come and clean the machine. And I was like, oh no, that's fine. I'll be able to do that myself. But maybe just for a laugh, I might. Just to see if they, like, I don't know, take the drawer out and give that a good proper scrub. Or if they just would do what I would do. Because obviously I'm going to take care of this machine, no doubts about that. So I wouldn't need to take the drawer out and bleach it. Just give it a bit of a scrub if it needs. I've not put anything in the drawer yet. I think so far with the cycles I've done, I did put a tiny bit of softener in, but like other than that, nothing. The drawer is spotless. It still smells brand new. You can still see that it's brand new. The machine still smells brand new actually. It doesn't overly smell of my cleaning stuff yet. I love the smell of a brand new appliance. Anything brand new really. So yeah, we'll see how long this lasts. It might overtake the Bosch, because the Bosch is already 2 years old, but they might grow up together. Anyway, let's continue. How much do you pay for your LG? I don't know if I just said, yeah, but I originally paid from, obviously, since they were discounting the original price from a lot of places on certain models. I paid £409, not on top of the care plan and installation charges and everything, which I didn't mind because I paid to get it delivered, and it was an extra £5 for installation as well. So I paid 25 for that, and I didn't obviously get anything taken away, so that saved me money because I'm keeping all of this lot. So that's also fine. Yeah, to be fair, they are great. Like I said earlier, I was a bit skeptical at first, but I'm glad I've chosen one of these over a Samsung. Maybe in the future, and I'm just saying maybe, I might sell WMB and get a Series 5 from Samsung, one of their washer dryers with the slightly older design. I do prefer them to the newer ones. Or a Series 6, like the ones Josh has had before. I do quite like the look of them. I know the reliability is shit, the bearings going after a year and all of that stuff. But you know, Samsung and an LG goes two peas in a pod. It's just one of those things. It's like Hoover and Candy and Hotpoint and Indesit, except here LG and Samsung are actually two different companies. But we'll see what happens. I'm very happy with this so far, so this is what I'm focusing on at the moment. There's no reason to replace anything at the moment anyway. But we'll see what happens in the future. Only downside is no Wi-Fi, but it's got programs you need. Yeah, that's what I was saying. The programs are fine. I'm not too bothered about the Wi-Fi at the same time either. Like, for example, when I had the Aquatech, I never used the Bluetooth on that. Well, I think actually, no, that's a lie. I did. I used it for like a week, so I changed the downloaded program on the dial from mixed to like cottons with extra water and a longer main wash, because I put it up to intensive, from the fast to normal to intensive, you know, on the app. But otherwise, yeah, no, I did not touch it. Plus, some brands' Wi-Fi and Bluetooth are so bloody pointless. You've got like cycles that are named like, I don't know, fucking curtains, but actually it's just delicates, you know? So I'm not missing out on too much, I wouldn't think. I had £500 voucher from my old Samsung that got written off. Oh, cool, you could have definitely got an LG for that then, which I think that's what you went for, right? Because if you hadn't got it when they were discounted, you know, Black Friday, or if they've done something like that before, then you'd only have had to spend 60 quid on top of that, which is alright to actually. What cycle is it on? Yeah, it's on mixed, 60 degrees, 1400 with intensive. Do you know the one thing I do love about this? I love a lot of things about this, but I will tell you this one thing. I like how a lot of programs allow you to have 60 and full spin, because let's be realistic, not many loads you're going to want to put 95. Like mixed fabrics up to 60 and 1400, that's the perfect everyday cycle. I mean, look at what I'm doing here, 1.5 hours. I'm not complaining there. You've got turbo wash, that allows the same. Turbo wash allows pre-wash and extra rinse, not intensive, but that's not the end of the world. Yeah, mix does do decent level. I mean, look at this. You can see it up to the drum line or the door seal, whatever you want to say. It is tumbling still pretty good, even though it looks like they're balling up a bit, which I think they have, but um, no complaints with the wash action. The jets help as well. I beg you don't you get a 5 Series, mine was really bad. Yeah. When I said that, I did change to a Series 6 thing, or 6 Series instead, because obviously I said about the reliability of those. The washer dryer versions aren't too bad, I'd say. I've experienced with some of those before. They seem alright with the Q drive. But the new design of the Series 5, yeah, fuck off. I'm not getting some plastic Chinese crap. Um, the draw front on those are so thin. It's like, what the fuck? Nuh-uh. Oh, hello, Morgan. Um, mine isn't on offer, and they're £400 here. That's not too bad. Yeah, I had a look, and this exact one is 560. The white version is slightly cheaper because everything is a bit more expensive if you don't want it in white, which I think is a little bit silly, but I'd understand it for a colour like chrome or red, which has been a thing before. But having it in this colour is like, really? Do I really have to spend an extra like 30 quid, 30, 40 quid, whatever it was, on one? But it is what it is. Hello, Washer Lad 2005. I love how Mix has so many different wash actions. Yeah, same with other programs. Like, so far, so good with Turbo Wash. Extra rinse, 60 degrees, you know, it's perfect. It uses the jets for half the main wash. And, like, I'm really pleased as well, right, with the sensing. The sensing's been spot on so far. I was able to do Cotton 95 in just over 2 hours before I was washing, and that was really pleased. I thought it would be like 3 hours, but no. And this is very, very accurate with the times. Worst mistake we made, them Samsungs. Oh yeah, don't even get me wrong, Morgan. We've made a lot of mistakes um, on the market. I mean, look at what we were having just before COVID. That was like okay-ish. It was bearable. We got by. But after COVID, when the Eco 4060 came out, loads of machines went downhill. Um, but there's still some good ones out there, a bit like this. So not all hope is lost. I do hope that brands change their mind though, like with the whole right to repair. This has a splittable drum. It's like one of the only with a splittable drum left. I think some Media Logics do actually. And I think even my Bush does. But, you know, who cares about something like that? And I know that the older generation Series 2 that used the 7 kg tub with the older style door, that was also splittable. So, you know, it's a 50-50. It depends what you go for. Bosch is still alright, but they are kind of falling off a bit. But algae just seems to be popping off more and more now. Ever since COVID, they've become more popular, I'd say, amongst the community. I remember one of my friends had one of the first direct drive. It was a 2013 8 kilo 1400 with the 3 buttons and the display at the top with the dial and the orange lights, that and the blue on and off, and the start light with the blue light, sorry. When blue light in the button, oh, you know what I mean. Yeah, that was a really good model. They had that up until about COVID, so a good 7-8 years. The hall sensor failed on it. Yeah. Gave my Series 5 to my grandma because I got fed up with it. Yeah, the one thing I don't like is that fucking little button by the door lock, so that when you close the door, it makes that little beep. What is even that for? Like, I don't understand a couple things. I mean, I was thinking maybe in the future, if I do replace the WMB, I could try a Miele without twin DOS, though, after what happened to Eyes Basiacs and, you know, just Miele falling off entirely. But I would maybe like to try one, I'll be honest with you. Because I've already got a Bosch, like, and what else is there to actually try that's good on the market? Because it depends what model of Miele you get to have luck with it, you know? My LG was less than 400 with delivery and installation. Oh, when was it you bought yours then? Was it when these first came out? That's interesting. But I personally have no issues with mine, or the price of mine, you know. Even if I did pay full price, I'd still probably be happy with it. Money definitely well spent. I can't actually express that enough because I know I've said it a lot, but honestly, if I'm not happy with a machine, you'd know about it. Mine's rotting in the back of the storage shed. I don't blame you. I know that they are a bit shit with the whole bearing quality and the boards failing, as for one. The one thing I will say about Samsungs, which I personally hate, is how easily the door seals rip. But that's another thing. Just noticed, Michael, you don't have one white machine. Yeah, I switched to bloody leaf, haven't I? I used to. All I used to have was white. Mm. Um. Yeah, the only reason why I got this in this colour was because then it matched the rest, sort of, because I know they're all different shades, but I personally do prefer the look of something like this to a white machine. There's so many white machines out there, it's boring. Yeah, even the Bush is black, sorry. I mean, actually, Josh, if you want to count the WMJLD and the Bosch, then I do, but obviously they're not in the laundry room. And if you want to count the Hotpoint tumble dryer above the WMA, that's also white, but obviously that's not a washing machine, so. But yeah, I get what you mean. But let's be real, like, you've got WMA, WT, they look a lot nicer in graphite. And the WMB that I've got actually has the updated silver of the time. So if you look here, they're all the same sort of shade with the board, the front panel, and the bottom strip is the same colour as the top, right? The older 20 12 models up to when they obviously changed it in 2014 had the slightly darker front panel, like Morgan's. Was it your uncle's? I remember that briefly. From around COVID, was it? Yours had your uncle's had the older shade of silvery grey on the front panel. So I do prefer the look of that one, for one. So, but then at the same time, like, there's nothing to go wrong with white. Because if you look at hot points graphite, what even the fuck is that? It looks ugly as hell. I want the white model for my grandparents. Oh, I can't speak. What machine does your grandparents have at the moment anyway? Don't they have a AEG? Agree, but I kind of think algae improved after COVID. Yeah, I do. Compared to everything else, algae's gone uphill. Everything else has gone downhill. I was in John Lewis looking at appliances with my mum, and we couldn't believe how cheap Kentucky sounds. Yeah, but to be fair, out of the two, I'd rather have a Miele. Bottom line, Miele over a Samsung. The older LG machines are terrible. Well, it depends how old you go back, Josh. The inverter ones, nah. LG's always been known for their quick drive, or direct drive, sorry. I'd say any LG after 2015, that is the sweet spot. But anything before, yeah, because my friend's one, which I was just talking about, that was a very early one, I think. After the live, or I'll go upstairs and check when LG introduced their direct drive actually. So that'd be interesting to know. It's usually the concrete falling off. Oh yeah, I know about that as well. Bearings with LG. Other than that, they're reliable. Oh, I've never known. I thought you were on about the Samsung. I know about the Samsung issues. I've never known LG to have issues with the concrete weight though. That water's going a bit blue. I think it's the first time these sheets have been washed. That LG Intello washer is one of my worst machines I have had at this moment in time. I mean, it looks nice. It's nice to have an older, more quirky machine like that, but they are a pain to keep going and work on as well. I get what you mean. The amount of hot points we went through before we got the two beside me is actually insane. To be because as well, just to on the mention of it, I've actually got some rare hot points in the community here. Me and Jack are probably the only ones with the sticker, and if you look at my graphite one there, I'll swivel the camera. Look at how good condition that actually is in. You know. Oh, I fucked up this now. It's gonna want to fall. Do it like this. Yep, thought so. Oh, for fuck's sake, come on. There we go. My phone's very fucking heavy. I can't lie. Would probably get me the cheapest model. Yeah, same. I wouldn't want to get anything above their entry level. Got yours April 2026. Oh, cool. I'll have a look then. Yeah, a lot of people actually seem to have this one. Sockville's got one in white. You've got one. Oh, I can't remember his name on YouTube. But somebody in the community on Instagram that's under Direct Drive 1400, he's got this one. Well, his parents has got one. And then his nan's got a VX50, which replaced the Hoover H-Wash 350. Josh has got one, Morgan's got one, Jack's got one, like Reese has got one, everyone's got one. And they've also got a Bosch, so I'm part of all the clubs here and UK Hot Points. So yeah. Best machine you had recently? Yeah. It's Sean Morgan. Apart from my WF 640 I had all those years ago. Nothing can go wrong with that. Well, obviously they can, but I mean, like, just on the topic of that quickly. If you look at the hot points we used to have compared to what we have now, and all the technicians thought they were bad with like no back panel or anything. Oh, we were so wrong. I would totally pick UK hot points over and over and over and over and over. Even if I was offered one of the new ones for free, I would not take it. Oh, that's gonna work. What are we doing for battery here? 60%, and we've got an hour left. Oh, that should be okay. Right, well, I'll leave you guys in peace then for a minute. I'll come back in a bit. Well, let me just finish reading this. Need a 10-year warranty on that. Josh, you want back... Oh, what was this? You want back... And blocked the whole machine and flow the kitchen. Yeah, to be fair, that's the only irritating thing is you got to be careful of what you're washing. So half of the stuff in my house I wouldn't wash. And if I do, I'd put it on the most delicatest cycle ever. But yeah, there you go. I've got some darks to do at the weekend. I don't know what machine I'll do them in. I'm trying to think. Maybe as a Nusi. Oh, yeah. Used to have as a Nusi. Or maybe a similar hot point to mine. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Oh shit. Oh fuck me, bro. Don't fall over. The stream dies before this is finished. It's because of my phone battery, but hopefully we'll get almost there in an hour. Before I go, though, let's see. Oh yeah, let's see the temperature then. That's not temperature, is it? No. Oh yeah, that's interesting. So dry level, it sensed 2. And then, oh, that's RPM. Oh, I don't know what the last one is actually. But oh shit. Oh, why can't I figure this out still? 52, and then you've got... Yeah. Oh no, that's right, isn't it? So dry level 2, wet level 8. It says the machine's at 52. So it's probably about 48, which I would believe that's not far off about 50. It's still got a bit further to go because I can hold my hand on it. Yeah, that's the thing actually, Josh, which I like so far. Probably will get bored of it knowing me at the end of the day, but so far, I'm liking that every cycle I've done so far, the wash action is slightly different every time. Oh, Josh, I'm just wondering, yeah. But what machine have you currently got in the kitchen? Is it the not Samsung, LG or the Siemens? Well, actually, have you still got that Siemens? I've not seen much of that in fucking ages. But if I'm correct in saying it's probably the LG you've got in the kitchen. Oh, spin wash. It's quite foamy today, or soapy, sudsy, whatever. So, well, I did put 2 pods in, but the one thing I do like about this one as well, being 10 kg, it doesn't have the glass heat shield, and it's got proper on and off start buttons. The only thing I don't like is they don't light up, but at the end of the day, that doesn't really matter. The LG and the Siemens in the kitchen plumbed in together. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Okay, they swapped again in 2023. Oh yeah, I remember that one. I saw the video the other day. It's good to see that it's still going, but is that what I've got in store for me? The more I use this and the older it gets, the more loud it will become because I like how quiet it is at the moment. Thing is, with algae, every wash you do, the machine is always doing something different. Yes, that's true actually. When I did my whites on turbo wash the other day, um, it was doing different tumbling speeds and different like lengths with the jet. But then when I did the blankets last night, it was doing more actions with the jets. So that is very interesting to know, or to find out, I should say. Anyway, I will be back. I need to pop. 31. Oh. Oh yeah, my mistake now. We're on rinses. Cool. Yeah, okay. Because I know that that's either heater temp or PCB temp. It could be both. Anyway, I'm back. Woo. Yeah, 50%, we can do that. Obviously, it's still a bit soapy, but that's some good rinsing, in my opinion. I haven't had any issues with the rinsing. Right, let me catch up on the chat then. Samsung got replaced with Logic in 2020. Yeah, I remember that. Is that well, I don't know if you're still watching, but if you are, is that Logic still going? I'd be interested to know that. This, oh yeah, got to that bit. Anyone, any mod here for lives? It's an absolute creep. What creep, exactly? They want you dead. The fuck you on about? Who wants who dead? Flipping weirdo. Who's this bully, please? That one? Yeah, alright. Remove. And then hide user. Okay, I've done it. Hello, Bruno. If you're still there, how are you? Drain. So that's the first rinse, I think. This will be the second intern. It's a second rinse. We'll have one more after that. Another one unleashing hyena mode. Yeah, I've just hidden him. Yeah, I don't really know who he was, to be honest, but yeah, I've removed him. Yeah, okay, so the only downside with sheets is they seem to ball up, but we'll see how it handles. Thanks, mate. I'm sure you've heard about the Terry. Nah, I knew of shit people here and there and everywhere. I think he was the same one that was annoying or being a dick towards Jordan, if I'm correct. Yeah, watch this struggle a little bit. I should have zipped up that duvet cover. That is my mistake, to be fair. Oh, it's a bit more promising. Oh, that's alright. By the way, Josh, should we keep it a surprise? Or should we tell them? I'm just gonna probably keep it as a surprise. That's gonna stop. Oh no. Oh, wicked. Up to you. Oh shit, don't put the pressure on me like that. No, I'm joking. I think we'll just keep it as a surprise. Yeah, that would be a cool thing to do. See, I mean, look at this, right? It's unbalanced and it's still quiet. It's not shaking or vibrating around. Oh, we've just lost 2 minutes. Cool. It's level, like completely level. If I had actually, do I have a coin anywhere? We could do the coin test on it. I don't know if I have a coin anywhere. Oh, that's irritating. I don't have a coin on me. I'll get one for the final spin. Yeah, I don't have a coin. Oh, I'll get one for the final spin then. Oh yeah, these are still on the floor. This is the blue, like, stuff that came on the door to keep it closed. Just out of interest, right, I do have a bottle of water here. Let's see how... I don't know if you can see that. No, you can't. I'll just do a contest in my own time then. What's that about? Oh, that's the wrong thing. We want that. That might be 1,000. Yeah, 1,000 RPM. That'd be going up to about 1,050 for the internal. That's way back down. Yeah, there you go. The sound of the spin brake on this is amazing. Wicked. Okay. That should get a good rinse now then, that it's unballed itself. Bruno, you already know about the algae. Don't be daft. Yeah, because I'll be honest with you, guys. Some people already knew about this and some didn't. So yeah, I've joined the algae family though. Yeah, you knew. I think. Yeah, it was a good intern, to be fair. That was very good. I like how they only fill with the jet. Yes, I do too, to be fair. Straight on the clothes. Unlike Bosch, where it's a bit of a 50-50. Oh, should we do the jet? Should we not? Any stud locks from it yet? No stud locks yet at all. And no complaints about any of the spins yet either. That should fill up a bit more, I think. It normally does. But yeah, I mean, look at that. I'd be happy just with the 2 rinses, but I'll leave it to 3. Like Zanussi Aquafall, yeah. Zanussi Aquafall for me is a love-hate relationship. I hate the one paddle ones. What the hell was the point in that? And I don't particularly like the Zanussi models with the pump paddle thing. Why can't they have just kept it at the front, you know, at the bottom? But it is what it is. Ah, 50/50. It's using them now. I have noticed though, with the washes I've done on it so far, um, some cycles, or depending on what it senses, use the jets more than others. Because this will be my second time using mixed fabrics. I've used cottons once, I've used Turbo Wash 39 twice, I've done a tub clean, and I used Speed 14. So that's what I've done so far. That means this will be my 4th wash, if you don't count tub clean. I know it's decided every couple of tumbles. Yeah. Such a good machine. Honestly, why has nobody thought about doing something similar to LG? I mean, I suppose Samsung has. They've got a jet at the top and they have something called Q Drive. But everything else now is just copy and paste. Bosch is the one that still stands out to me when it comes to standard inverter machines and for premium prices. I would prefer to choose a Bosch over a Miele, but then I'd choose a Miele over a Samsung, let's be real. Unless we're talking WF70s, I'd have a brushed Samsung again. Okay, so note to self, don't always be washing sheets in this, unless you have other things in with it, because they ball up. I didn't have that issue the other day, although then again I had a little blanket, a bath towel, and 2 white tops in with the sheets as well, which would have helped. The rinsing performance is still alright though. I'm happy with that. Anyway, let's check up on the chat for a minute. Such good machines. Yeah, they are. I love how light these machines. Too bomb to move. Yeah, I get what you mean. I like the weights they use as well. No concrete on the top. They're iron weights on the sides, if I'm correct. Duvet is a great cycle. What's your experience with duvet? Because it only allows 40 and 1000, but then again you can have intensive and extra rinse. It's like, it seems alright, but 60 would be better, and maybe full speed. But then again, I've had and seen worse duvet cycles than that. Cottons is good because it does a wash action where it is constantly tumbling left and right without taking a break. It's really good. Scrub action. Two 1400s bursts at the end too. Oh, I didn't notice that when I used it yesterday. I did notice the wash action to be really good though. I did like it. I might continue using cottons for other things than just a 95. But I do like mixed fabrics. Cottons and mixed fabrics are my two favourites so far. And turbo wash is alright, but yeah. I love it. Medusa one that can be washed over 40. To be honest with you, the only duvets that I don't wash on high temp is the wool ones. They do go on a synthetics 40. Oh wow, nice. Lovely. But my duvet or any other normal like cottony duvet just goes on a 60 or a 90 to be honest. Like the other day I was doing one in the WMB that went on cotton 90 pre-wash and extra rinse. That it's gonna spin that one. That's the thing though, I think if I had moved the 3D balance sensor as soon as I got it to the pressure switch, it would have spun that first attempt. Has to be a full load on cottons though, it takes ages, but it's a good. Oh no, it's not going to spin that either. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, the cycle I did in it yesterday sensed to 2 hours 12. Which wasn't too bad. Easy care is good, but it's over 3 hours long if you have time to wait. It depends though, because I tested out each sensing thing on the programs with one of my first loads I did whilst it was dry before I decided just to stick it on mixed. But what do you call it? It sensed on easy care to just under 2 hours. I think it was 1 hour 58. But bearing in mind that was dry sensing. So I suppose if it was a full load then it would be. Or if I had any of the options on. See, this is interesting, right? I want it to be nice and smooth and quiet and balanced, preferably. But if I move the 3D balance sensor, then it would spin a lot of things like it's not spinning. But that means it would move, probably, and it would hit the glass. I like having no gash marks at the moment, but that's probably going to change more time goes on. It's fucking raining again. I'm going to have to just chuck these in the dryer later, probably. That's not going to spin. Oh wow, it did. No, okay. They're not balled up or anything though, so why is it struggling? Good lord, machine's angry. Yeah, it's taking after WMA. I stuck a load on EasyCare to sense it, and it sensed 3 hours, 29. So I changed it to mixed load immediately. Yeah, mixed load seems alright so far. Is this going to stop, or is it going to go to 1,000? No, I think it's going to go to 1,000. 2.5 hours, it's mental. Those are the only things I don't like on them. But that's why you've got mixed fabrics instead. And then if you want a longer wash, you can make it a longer wash. Because that's, like, I've got no complaints about that side of things so far. Because I was a bit skeptical not having a quick wash option. But like I said, you've got Turbo Wash 39 instead. And mixed fabrics, which is actually okay. Because like I said, without intensive, that would have been a 60 degree in 1.5 hours. But that's also what Turbo Wash is for, because you can do that in just over an hour and 2 minutes. This is gonna be a bit loud. I don't know. Mine seems to be okay so far. It's only taken it to 1,000. But yeah, on 1,400 it might be if it took that. Allergy care is perfect for a full load of towels. Yeah, Jack was saying that to me. I've yet to do allergy care. I will when I've next got a full load of towels, because normally I put my towel in with my sheets, and then my parents' towels go separately because they've got their own bathroom. Same with their sheets, and my brother is just my brother. I'll just chuck his stuff in whenever it needs doing. But I do sometimes have full loads of towels. The last time I had a full load of towels, I did it in the bush. Cotton 60 pre-wash. I've missed the final rate. Sorry about that, guys. I went to talk to my dad. He's just finished his lunch break. Going back to work now in his office. So, how are we doing with battery, by the way? Because that'll be good to know. And get a 2-hour stream from a full charge. I could get a 3-hour stream from a stretch, actually, which is fine. Because I've got my thing plugged in for the light, just in case it would help. Rather than having my phone kept to charge. So let's catch up on the chat. It's gonna be a bit loud. I don't care. 2000 are good on Turbo Wash 60. Yeah, yeah. Turbo Wash 60 or Turbo Wash 39 at 60 is good. I did a mixed load of whites the other day. That washed really well. To be fair, it was a good size load. I like that you can select pre-wash on Turbo Wash. Yeah, I do too, actually. The one thing Oh, lovely. The one thing I do like about this one is that Turbo Wash is an actual cycle rather than an option. Right? Because you still get the jets and everything on every other cycle, so why would you waste room and make it an option when actually you've already got cycles that will use the jets? Just make it a cycle. Boom, there you go. That's another reason why I went for one of these rather than the Series 4 Pro, because you've got that pointless add item button, and I know that also is conjunction for the Wi-Fi. But I was looking at the two of them and comparing them, and I'm more than happy with this one. You know, this is fine. These machines just don't really give a damn when they get going. Yeah, Josh, they obviously don't, because there will be a time where it will become a bit like my WMA and it will spin something like what it just didn't spin. But even then, like, this is unbalanced-ish and it will still be quiet. That's what I love about this so far. I can have it on at 2 in the morning like I did and it won't wake anyone up. The only mistake I did make was leaving the beeper on so that it sang at the end, because that was a bit loud, I'll be honest, but it is what it is. Oh, me too, it's really quick to pre-wash. By the way, I can't fucking speak. I haven't used the pre-wash in this yet, nope. Is there anything in the pre-wash that's particular I should know about? I hope it heats, or maybe like something like that. Do you know if I have pre-wash, will it do an intern or not? Because the one thing I will credit the Bush on is it doesn't intern between the pre-wash and the main wash, and it heats. Final spin now. Yep, it will take this to 1400. I've never seen it limit yet. Well, if we're being precise, it was 1300 RPM, 1360 RPM, or 70. That's the quickest mine's ever gone to. Yes, it does. Okay, cool. 800, like Samsung. Ah, wicked. That's not even too bad, you know. What are we at to so far? I'm going to say that's 800. No, 600. Oh, sorry, my bad. I'm getting a bit used to different RPMs still. I love the feel of the top panel on this, actually. I would admit. But I've noticed the PCB likes to get nice and warm. But yeah, pretty much if this was to break at all in the next 5 years, I'm covered. I can pretty much get it fixed free of charge. Unless it needs any new parts from LG, then I'll have to pay for the parts, but everything else will be free. And come 5 years from now, it will be spotless still, a bit like the Bosch or my WMA here. And the WMB is pretty clean, I'll be completely honest. Same with the WT, apart from the seal, obviously. but that's just staining. Bit of a wob on the drum there, but at least it doesn't get any worse. And you've got the WMA there. Sweet as a whistle after 2 years still. The belt's stretched a little bit, but hey ho. The WMB's pretty quiet for brushed as well. Okay, so we are vibrating a little bit there, but listen to how quiet we still are. I think this is 1,000. And it's speeding up a bit again now. Okay, so at 1250 RPM. It should take it to a bit higher. 350. Mine on the display seems to, or says to me that it reaches 1370 RPM, but unless it overclocks a bit like it does the temperature, because software will tell me about that, then yeah, it'll be about 1350. Because when the other day it said to me the peak it reached on 95 was 89, sorry, it'd have been about 86. Should got to 1250 now. Yeah, it was, sorry, my fault. I'm a bit getting used to each RPM still, but I wasn't far off. It heats very quickly. Yeah, it does actually, I noticed that. What size heater do these actually use? Is it 1800 watt? My Bosch is at -2 or 7 minutes noise, ironically. Yeah, Bosch and LG, spot on still in my opinion. The rest, I don't know, because you know, Miele's just fallen off. That's it, Samsung do. Yeah. Let's see, that will either say 70 or 60. Yeah, there you go, 1360 RPM. But its peak will be 1370 RPM. Okay, I've lost a dryer sheet. I had 2 in there, but 1 there, I suppose. Yeah, overall I'm happy with that side. Well, mixed fabrics I am happy with as a whole so far, but I mean with what I was washing I'm happy with the result. It's not limited at all. It managed to spin every spin, like it's not cancelled anything. The rinsing results are actually okay, and yeah, the washing was really like that was some good action. Yeah, I've noticed, and I noticed last night, but so I had intensive on, which also means extra rinse, but after it's done that to the final spin, it takes it off, which is interesting. The only thing I noticed about this model, this flashes to tell you what it's on, what stage, but the program light doesn't flash on this model. But hey ho. Yes, we're in anti-crease now. And then we'll get to the something like that with the end tune. So yeah, thank you very much for tuning into this live stream, guys. Hope you enjoyed it and seeing a full cycle of this. So yeah, I don't know how many more uploads I'll get out between now and when I just fall off the face of YouTube. The channel is staying up, don't worry. I've made that very clear before and with all the videos. But as you can see, I'm getting less and less and less frequent with uploading. But yeah, I'll let you guys know in advance about that because I'm got less time for it now, really. Getting more busy with other things, and I'm focusing more on just uploading things to Instagram because it's easier. I will say though, I've got one more live stream planned. It's a big surprise, and it'll be happening at the weekend. I'm actually looking very much forward to it. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to be seeing, and this is a big clue, I'm very excited to be seeing some of my old machines that I've had in the past that are still going, and one new arrival, which there we go. Yeah, which includes a new arrival that I recorded a snippet of for Instagram. Yeah, I'm very happy with the outcome of that towel. That towel still had something greasy on it because I washed it the other day, but I'm happy with that.
Today is the 27th of August, 2026.
Okay, thank you, Alexa, but I didn't ask you.
Fair point, my mistake.
Yeah, no worries. Oh, the one thing I will say about this set of bed sheets is the big pillowcase to fit both pillows in. So that's kind of quirky. And then what have we got left? Just this sheet. So yeah, happy days. So there we go. That's the drawer look. Leave that to air now. Leave that open a bit there. There we go. There's the two. And there's the hot points. I won't put this on now because it will steam up too much. I'll put it on before I go to bed. Then it'll be dry in the morning. That's what I normally do. Because otherwise it gets too humid in here. So I give it the night to then be as if I never used the dryer in the morning. Just because of how the room's built, I've got a moisture thing up here in the middle. Look, see what it says at the moment. 51% humidity and it's 28.8 degrees in here, which isn't too bad. I thought it was hotter. But yeah, so thank you very much for tuning in. Let me just catch up on the chat before we leave. I'm going to be watching Brandon's premiere later. Pre-spin. What was that about heated? Yeah, pre-spin, nice. Yeah, no, that's fine as it heats. I don't understand pre-washes that don't heat. That's just a pre-rinse. Like, what the fuck's the point in that? Suppose it pre-soaks the clothes though. Yeah, been a huge pleasure, mate. This has been so awesome. Oh, thank you very much. I know that my live streams haven't always been that interesting compared to others, but you know, I try. I'm glad you enjoyed seeing a full cycle in this. Um, yeah, so I might do a couple more live streams here and there through the months of whatever, or like have a big change, you know, or something like that. It's a shame it's not Y500 because you could have changed the end tune. Yeah, Direct Drive told me about that with his VX50 he did. Um, but it is what it is. I'm okay with the end tune. It's Alga's signature one. Just probably keep it like that myself anyway. You can disable the end tune as well. Yeah, well I can do that if I turn the beep on and off. Or the beeper thing anyway as it is. You know, it says on the display. What time, mate? If I'm back to the end, yeah, I'll try what I can, mate. Yeah, I do like it. Oh, I don't know when the next live stream will be of this. I mean, in the next couple of days, like, or to like the next weeks, months, not years, of course, but I think after the live stream this coming Saturday or Sunday, definitely Saturday though, because we're Thursday now, so hopefully no plans will have to change. Then I will do one more or maybe two more live streams before the end of the year. So, yeah, stay tuned for whatever's next on the channel. But obviously, if you haven't, go and follow my Instagram because that's where all my content will now be, pretty much. But yeah, I'm glad that you have all enjoyed the live, and I will see you again soon.